Gettin Geeked. Gettin Geeked. Gettin Geeked with Danny Allen. Gettin Geeked. Gettin Geeked. Gettin Geeked with Danny Allen.
Oh, what is going on, everybody? This is me, your host, Danny Allen. This is episode 31 of Gettin Geeked with me, your boy, Danny Allen. Episode 31 of the podcast, entertainment, all that good stuff. It's been a week after that bombshell of what was the DC slate. We've gotten some more news, and then we got some Marvel stuff too. Yeah. So let's get into it, guys. What is happening? Before I get into the Marvel, DC stuff, all the popular stuff, we got to talk about some horror news, right? So we all know Scream 6 is coming out, and what else was popular in the late 90s? You got Scream, you got Urban Legends, you got I Know What You Did Last Summer. What is happening? Apparently, via Deadline, Jennifer Love Hewitt and Freddie Prinze Jr. and I think the original writer is coming back for a sequel to I Know What You Did Last Summer. I have some thoughts, okay? I have my thoughts. While I love legacy sequels, I have some concerns because there was like 3 I Know What You Did Last Summer movies. There might have been 4. I Know What You Did Last Summer, I Still Know What You Did Last Summer, and I'll Always Know What You Did Last Summer. So there's 3 of them. And, you know, you may not like the latter, the last 2, but, you know, they have their fans. And what do I say about retcons in horror? You should embrace your canon, embrace your continuity, embrace your history. So while I am very excited for this legacy sequel, I hope they don't go out of their way to ignore what happens in parts 2 and 3. I'm not saying you have to reference stuff that happened in 2 or 3. Just don't go out of your way and say those didn't happen. It all counts. It should all count. One script isn't better than the others. I love it when a writer's like, oh, well, my script is so much more sophisticated. We're going to ignore the whole series and just focus on the first movie. Like, bro, who do you think you are, bro? Like, you think yours is going to be the last one? No. Now, I Know What You Did Last Summer is a little different because the later sequels were direct to DVD, and then they tried doing the Amazon series, which flopped hard. I couldn't make it past 15 minutes. So I think, and Freddie Prinze Jr. doesn't act anymore like that. He's writing for WWE again. So I think if Freddie Prinze Jr. is coming back to this, the script must be good. It's got to be good because Freddie Prinze Jr. doesn't need it. He doesn't need it. He's very happy where he is in life right now. And as far as Jennifer Love Hewitt goes, she's got her show on Fox, right? 911. So she's good too. She's got that network money. So obviously, this script must be fantastic. And listen, when it comes to this series, I won't be as upset about like ignoring the previous movies. As say like a Halloween, even though Halloween is known for retconning all their shit, it's just annoying, dude. Because as a writer, you want your contribution to matter, and when another writer comes in and says your version doesn't matter anymore, that's like I don't know. It doesn't sit well with me. What do you guys think? Are you guys excited for a I Know What You Did Last Summer sequel? I kind of am. It wasn't as popular as Scream. Like I said, I think the last 2 sequels went direct to DVD. But I'm very interested to see what happens with it, and I'm definitely gonna check it out. If it goes to the theaters, even better. Like I will be there. I will be there. So, what do you guys think about this news? Comment below and let me know. Yes. Episode 31, guys. Let's move on to the next topic. Brendan Fraser has been in the news regarding his comeback and how he says he's the most in-demand actor right now, but he's the most unsalaried actor at the time as well. I think he didn't say that word for word, but that's basically what he said. He's like, yeah, I'm in demand, but I'm not working right now. So what's good? And they asked, would you want Michelle Yeoh to be in The Mummy? And he's like, yeah, of course I would. No, he's not going to say no. What do you expect him to say? What I am excited about is he's not backing down from this Mummy sequel talk, right? He said he's down to come back. And I don't think he cares who the villain is going to be, as long as he gets to come back, reprise that role. I would prefer if they brought back the whole cast, even Imhotep, because he went back to hell or whatever. But he went back to hell or whatever. But I still think that he could always come back. You know what I mean? And it's a trend. It's a trend right now. Do sequels to the original. So. The Mummy 4. Well, what about the chick from Tomb of the Dragon Emperor? No. They're bringing back Rachel Weisz, and her and Brennan are gonna be right back at it, like nothing ever happened. So, yeah, The Mummy 4. I don't have much to say about it because there is no movement. He's just Brendan Fraser is just very adamant, like expressing the interest that he wants to come back while he can, because he has that spotlight right now, because he has an Oscar nomination. Now's the time to say that you want to do another Mummy sequel, because this is it. And don't be surprised if it gets announced within the year that The Mummy 4 is in development. That's just what and I'm also hearing, I talked about this a few months ago, The Rock might be producing it. And he might want the Scorpion King to come back. So Dwayne Johnson, after Black Adam, don't be surprised if he pivots over to The Mummy. So who knows? What do you guys think? The Mummy 4. Do you want to see it? Is it done? Is it too late? Comment below and let me know your thoughts. Yes. Moving on. Speaking of The Rock and, well, not really, because he's not going to be in this next one. Fast and the Furious. Fast X. All about family. Dude, I'm going to try to maintain somewhat of composure when I'm talking about this. What was that trailer? They're like deep faking Jason Momoa in certain shots. It doesn't even look like Jason Momoa. He's wearing pigtails and he's like trying to race. And they're trying to say that he was in part 5. It's just more convoluted drama and nonsense. I didn't mind Fast and Furious 4, 5, and even 6, but 7, 8, and 9, I was not having a good time. I would prefer these movies stay more grounded into the racing aspect of the franchise, but ever since Tokyo Drift, they're shying away from the whole street racing thing, because I think the studio was getting a lot of heat from parents and probably politicians, or just people were upset that teenagers were street racing, and they're blaming Fast and Furious over it. So when they revamped the franchise with Fast and Furious 4, they shifted gears, right? They shifted the gears, and they started doing bank heists. They started doing like CIA missions, like Mission Impossible, like there were James Bond, like there were Jack Reacher. You know what I'm saying? Like, and those movies are fine. I like the core characters, but bring it back to basics. Is this the last one? Bring it back to basics. Make it about racing. I'm not saying they have to steal some Blu-ray players. But they could do something around the street racing concept. Bring it back to California or something. But no, they're doubling down. They're going bigger. And dude, people are not buying into it anymore. It's like a ride at Universal. Yeah, well, are we making attractions? Are we making movies here, dude? Are we making films? Or are we making the movie? Like, are we making fucking a ride? There's a difference. And we got the Gran Turismo movie coming out. The behind the scenes of that looks crazy sick. They're putting cameras behind the cars and they're really doing some racing. And I just wish they would embrace the racing aspect of their franchise. It's called the Fast and the Furious, dude. And they're doing heists. Like, and fucking Ludacris is a genius now. But really, he was a mechanic that ran underground racing. And now it's like, it evolved into this clusterfuck of what this franchise is. And you got John Cena in the picture now. And then now you got Brie Larson in the picture now. Can't even hold a shotgun correctly. And then you got fucking not Dwayne Johnson in there, and Jason Statham's in there. So Hobbs and Shaw, where's Dwayne Johnson? Huh? Bro, Vin Diesel tried to strong arm The Rock, try to bring up fucking Paul Walker into this plea on Instagram. Please come back, Rock. Come back, Dwayne. We gotta do this for Paolo. Like, bruh, keep that shit to yourself, Vin Diesel. Dwayne Johnson he doesn't rock that way, my guy. If you're being a diva on set like The Rock claims, he's not gonna want to work with you, bro. He wants to get after it. When he wants to get to work, he wants to work. And he's like, yo, Vin Diesel's not staying in shape. He's showing up to the set late. He's delaying the crew. He's basically like a diva. And so it doesn't surprise me that The Rock is not in this fucking movie. And I will check out this movie in the theaters, of course. They're going to have my money. But in the back of my mind, I'm like, what would this movie look like if it was just back to basics about some street racing? And, just take it back, man. Take it back to what made this franchise what it was. And I get it. You want to do this big old spectacle and go around the world because Fast and the Furious is a global franchise. So, we got to film in this country. And we got to go film in this country. And we got to go race in this country for one scene. But it's like, they went to space in the last one. And now they got, like, a wrecking ball rolling down the street in this one. So you guys want to see this from a Fast and Furious movie? I could be in the minority here. But, dude, like, where's the racing? Oh, we got the, what do they call it? Race Wars. That could be a whole movie on its own, dude. Fast and the Furious Race Wars. Like, dude, like, what are you doing? Every time we get to Race Wars, there's like, they look at each other, they're like this, they're like, and then it cuts to the next scene, and Race Wars is done. They're not even showing shit. So, I digress. What do you guys think about Fast X? Are you excited? Han's back at least. Our boy Han, justice for Han. Maybe he'll get some justice in this one. And then you know who I didn't see? Was Sean from Tokyo Drift. Where's Sean in this trailer? Are you telling me they wrote our boy out again? They sent him up to space with Bow Wow, and then that was it? No, I'm saying justice for Sean. Let me know in the comments. Am I out of pocket? I doubt it. Come for me. I dare you. Coming up next, Batman. Okay, let's get into this DC news, right? James Gunn dropped a slate last week. Who's going to be Batman and Brave and the Bold? According to Grace Randolph, okay, Grace is like 70% correct. And she gets a lot of hate online because of the things she says. But you have to admit, she has the clout. She had Zack Snyder on her show. She used to be a comic book writer, right? I don't know her whole fucking story. But she has some clout. She has a proven track record. So she's saying the ending of the Flash movie is now different. Michael Keaton will not be in the end of the Flash movie. It's going to be either Val Kilmer, George Clooney, or Christian Bale. I talked a little bit about this on my TikTok. Okay. Doing big things over there on my TikTok. Go check it out. So the news, not only will this Batman be one of the ones that we've seen before, they might bring that Batman in as the new DCU Batman in The Brave and the Bold. Damian Wayne's father. So you're telling me that Val Kilmer and Damian Wayne, you think, does that match? And I'm not hating on Val, but hey, Everybody knows his health isn't as great. I don't see him committing to such a huge role. So I'm ruling Val Kilmer out. Unless it's just for the cameo at the end. And that goes for George Clooney. Let's talk about George Clooney. He had a terrible time with Batman. However, it's been, 30 years? 97? So not 30 years. Not 30 years. 97? So, some time has passed. George Clooney was a great Bruce Wayne. He was a great Batman. You know what sucked? The costume design. That wasn't George Clooney's fault. Even the script was, for what it was, he did what he had to do. But you trying to tell me that George Clooney as Bruce Wayne wasn't good? Really? Or are you just too focused on the bat nipples? Which is a creative choice that Joel Schumacher had. So you can't put that on the George Clooney. So, yeah, it's been some years, but I really think George Clooney could really redeem himself, and as Batman. And even if he comes back, it won't be the same Batman from Batman and Robin. It just won't be. It's going to be a variant. Same thing with Michael Keaton's Batman. It's not the same. In the Flash movie, Michael Keaton is not going to be playing the same Bruce Wayne from Batman 89 and Batman Returns. It's going to be a variant. I don't see it happening the way that most fans are envisioning this thing. So when it comes to a Val Kilmer or a George Clooney or a Christian Bale, I don't think they're gonna be living in a new timeline, new history getting written. So, and let's talk about Christian Bale. I don't think the Nolan trilogy is going to get retconned and rewritten as if they didn't happen into this new DCU timeline. I just don't see that happening. So everybody's like gung-ho about, oh yeah, Christian Bale is the only logical choice. Is he? Because I don't think Christopher Nolan wants his trilogy touched. So yeah, if Christian Bale comes back at the end of the Flash movie and as the Batman in the DCU, Brave and the Bold, it's going to be a variant. It's going to be like, yeah, he's back as Batman, but this is not the same Christian Bale's Batman from the Nolan trilogy. He's going to have a new history. Yes, Talia was around for Batman Begins and Ra's al Ghul was all there. All that was established in Batman Begins. They are not bringing in that canon into this new DCU. It's just not happening, guys. I don't buy it. I don't buy it. So that leads me to believe the only logical option here would be a George Clooney. Okay? I know it. I know it's hard to think of. But people won't care that Batman and Robin is retconned. And this is a new version of Batman as George Clooney is the Batman. I don't think people will care. They will care if Christopher Nolan's Dark Knight trilogy gets retconned. And I don't see that happening. I don't think James Gunn is that naive. I don't think he's that... I think he knows to leave it alone. And to be honest, I'm really surprised that this is even being discussed, because I thought they would go with a totally new Batman. Maybe Grace is half right. Maybe it's just for the end of the Flash movie. She said it's for the end of the Flash movie, and they could possibly keep them around as the new DCU Batman. So, I don't know, guys. I don't know about that one. But yes, I do think George Clooney can redeem himself. Even Val Kilmer was a great Bruce Wayne. They were not the problems with those movies. They were stuck in the wrong era. The effects, the visual effects weren't there. The costume design wasn't where it needed to be yet, They were a victim of the era, of the 90s. And, maybe it's time to give them redemption. Give them some redemption. So either one, if they choose to bring any of those dudes back at the end of the Flash, just to be like, oh shit, I'm still not back. I'm here in this timeline. That's cool, and it could be a one-off thing. But if they decide to bring those guys back to the new DCU, sheesh, well, some people are going to be upset, and I am here for it. Oh my gosh. What do you guys think about this news? Comment below in the comment section. Do you believe it? I'm kind of like 50-50 on this right now. Let me know in the comments section. Continuing with this DC stuff. The Flash, it's happening. Flashpoint is happening. The Super Bowl's this weekend. We are getting our first look at the Flash. Not really the first look, but our first official trailer. Because like 2 years ago, we got a teaser trailer. But now we're getting a real trailer. And today we got a poster. Poster dropped. Got the Batwing in there. The silhouette of the Flash suit. I told you. They don't want to market Ezra right now. So they're making the Flash turn around. The silhouette of the Flash suit. Got the new designs. The energy pulsating through the fucking suit. Looks sick. But, it's just a poster, right? Where is the trailer? I need this movie. And people were praising this movie. It's just as good as The Dark Knight. Oh, this is one of the best superheroes movies ever made. Okay, well, which version? Which version are you talking about? Because apparently the ending, they have like 35 endings to this movie. They have multiple endings. They don't know which one to do. Apparently they took out all the cameos. Henry Cavill. Gone. Wonder Woman. Don't know if she's still in there or not, but she was rumored to be in it. Now, if they're changing all this stuff and removing all the cameos, and it's still that good, I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I love Flashpoint. I love Batman. Whenever there's going to be a Batman, I'm going to be there. No matter what the drama is. Say what you will about Ezra. He's got they got their own problems, right? Everybody's got problems. Will Smith's back at it, He slapped Chris Rock a year ago in front of the world on the Oscars. He's already doing Bad Boys 4. You know what I mean? So, redemption comes quick in Hollyweird. And that's all I'm going to say. The Flash movie. It's coming. Are you hyped for it? Are you going to boycott? Are you like, no, I'm done. Ezra, he's killing it. He killed it for me. I don't want to watch it. Are you one of those people? Or are you like, I'm a Flash fan, dude. I love Batman, dude. Oh, man. We're going to get Ben Affleck and Michael Keaton in this movie, dude. Oh, I'm there, bro. I'm there. I'm totally there. I'm one of those. I don't care what movie it is. I don't care what the lead actor did. You telling me you got Michael Keaton as Batman? I'm there for it. I am there for it, bruh. Sign me up. I'm on the A-list. I'm getting a ticket regardless. I don't care. I don't care about AMC raising their ticket prices. I got that A-list, homie. I'm at the theater. Ezra Miller could come to my house and slap me in the face, and I'm still gonna go see Michael Keaton as Batman, homie. Because he's Michael Keaton. Because he's the Batman. And it's Hollywood, bruh. Ain't nobody gonna hold your hand, dog. Let's get to it. What do you guys think about this Flash movie? Are you gonna boycott? Are you going to see it? Like me. Like a bunch of other people. Comment below. Let's discuss. And to close out today's podcast, episode 31, let's talk about some Marvel news. Marvel, I'm not talking about Ant-Man, because I want to see that movie. Reactions were out. People have seen Ant-Man, and I saw some mixed reactions. I'm not going to discuss it until I see it. All I know is it's mixed. What I want to talk about has nothing to do with the MCU, even though it's still Marvel. Sony Pictures, dog. Sony Pictures is killing it. Yeah, Morbius came out, didn't do as good, but it was a viral trend. It was a meme. Morbius was forever iconic, whether it's good or bad. So, and that's all the studios care about is marketing, right? So when it comes to the Spider-Verse, we know Sony Pictures is doing business with Amazon. We have the Silk series coming out. Now, they announced we are getting Spider-Man Noir live action. And a live action Spider-Man Noir series on Amazon. Like, what year are we living in? Like, what's happening? We are getting Spider-Man Noir in live action, guys. But they did say that Lord and Miller, Into the Spider-Verse people, they are involved with this project. They also stated this version isn't Peter Parker. Correct me if I'm wrong. Who was the Spider-Man Noir version in Into the Spider-Verse? Was that Peter Parker? I don't remember it like that. Let me know. But I really don't care, because they need to try to get Nicolas Cage involved. If they can get Nicolas Cage to be Spider-Man Noir in live action, take my money. Take my money. Take my money. Bruh. Nicolas Cage, Spider-Man Noir, and this is just conjecture at this point. I want him in there. Who else are you going to cast? Who else are you going to cast as Spider-Man Noir in live action, if not Nicolas Cage? Who can do it better? So yeah. And it's going to be set in the 1930s. Okay. And it's going to be set in New York City. Alright? Spider-Man Noir, the 30s, New York City. What other movies does that remind you of? Sin City. Yeah. I'm thinking this series is going to have like a Sin City vibe. Detective angle with the black and white, cinematography on point. They gotta hire a sick cinematographer to capture this thing in the right way. Oh my god, I hope they don't cheap out on the cinematographer. But yeah, I'm super stoked. I've been saying, like, the Spider-Verse, whatever Sony's been cooking up with Craven, people have been being, like, real haters when it comes to Sony Spider-Man, right? Oh, we'll just sell it to the MCU, blah, 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 blah. Listen, you're going to get the same McDonald's with the MCU. Sony, on the other hand, they're taking some bold choices. Venom's been super popular. And listen, guys, Spider-Man and his Rogues Gallery, the Rogues Gallery from Spider-Man, they can stand on their own. They don't need Spider-Man to hold them up for them to be good characters. They can make these characters great without Spider-Man. And now that we're actually getting different versions of Spider-Man in live action, Silk, Noir, dude, what if we get a 2099 Spider-Man like series and Denis Villeneuve directs it or something? Because that's the route we're going. I won't be surprised if we get a Miles Morales Spider-Man in a couple years. I'm surprised it's not already a thing. So, I don't know, man. I don't know. All I do know is I'm super stoked about this series. Amazon, it's been hit or miss, but they've been killing it with The Boys. But Lord of the Rings, on the other hand, some people aren't. It was fine. It was a little long. I didn't read the books, so I can't really. But for what it was fine. What else has Amazon been doing? Fucking of Time, the Book of Time. It's like Lord of the Rings, but it's not. It wasn't as great. You know what I'm talking about. That was fine. So Amazon is almost like Netflix, where they'll cancel shit. But I just think Spider-Man Noir has the opportunity to be super special, really something different. And it's still going to have that Marvel flavor. Even though it's not Marvel Studios, it's not the MCU. Yeah, it's not going to be your McDonald's, okay? This is a noir. You think MCU is out there making noir? No. The closest thing you got was that 40-minute Werewolf by Night special. And they wouldn't even put that in theaters. They're like, nah, we'll just put it on Disney Plus. And then last quarter, they lost 2.8 million subscribers. Yeah, how's that going? How's that going? Exactly. Anyways, what do you guys think about this news? Spider-Man Noir. I'm excited. They gotta bring in Nicolas Cage. It's just a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. Okay. This has been episode 31 of Gettin Geeked, guys. Another week down. We're doing it. 2023. We're past 1,000 subscribers on the YouTube channel. We're over 2,000 followers on the TikToks. You know what I'm saying? So, Spotify, it's there. It's there. I just feel like Spotify is super oversaturated, and I love the YouTube community. I've been on there for fucking 10 years. I'm loving the shorts feature they have on there so I can break up the podcast, get you guys this information quicker. Boom, boom, boom. But for those of you guys that have been watching the long form podcast, I want to thank you guys for checking it out. Make sure you guys like and subscribe, do all that stuff. Turn on the notifications. Yes, another week down. All right. Let me know what your favorite topic was this week. And who knows what things are going to look like next week. That's the podcast. Have a good one, everybody.
Gettin Geeked. Gettin Geeked. Gettin Geeked with Gettin Allen. Gettin Geeked. Gettin Geeked. Gettin Geeked with Gettin Allen.